The maths of being broke. How you pay double for everything without knowing. You know what's funny? Being broke is actually extremely expensive. Like, somehow the people with the least money end up paying the most money, which sounds illegal. Imagine walking into a restaurant and the waiter says, "Sir, because you're poor, your burger is now $47. That's basically how life works. And the crazy part, most people don't even notice it happening. Today, we're exposing the secret math of being broke. The invisible taxes, the broke equations, the financial traps designed to keep your bank account looking like a deserted village. And trust me, some of these are going to hurt emotionally. 1. The cheap now, expensive later curse. Poor people don't buy cheap things because they want to. They buy cheap things because they have to. And that creates the most painful math equation in human history. Text. Cheap item times 7. Text 1 good item. You buy the $10 shoes. They survive exactly 3 business days. Now you buy another pair. And another pair. Meanwhile, some guy named Daniel bought one expensive pair in 2017, and they still look emotionally stable. Same thing with phones. Same thing with chargers. Same thing with kitchen appliances. There are people buying their 5th cheap blender, while rich people are still using the same blender that survived the Great Depression. Being broke forces you to think short-term, even when long-term is cheaper. That's the trap. 2. The small packet scam. This one is evil. Rich people buy in bulk. Poor people buy in survival mode. So instead of buying the giant family-sized detergent, you buy tiny sachets every day. And somehow, the tiny one costs way more per gram, mathematically speaking. Frac text small pack price. Text quantity. You frac text bulk pack price. Text quantity. Same thing with food. Same thing with data subscriptions. Same thing with transport. Same thing with literally everything. You're not paying for the product anymore. You're paying for being unable to buy more at once. That's why broke people can spend more monthly while buying less stuff, which is honestly one of capitalism's weirdest plot twists. 3. Late fees. The broke people DLC. Rich people avoid fees. Broke people collect them like payment cards. Late payment fee, overdraft fee, loan interest, penalty charges, reconnection fee. It's like life saying, "Oh, you're struggling financially. Cool. Here's an extra charge." Imagine drowning and someone throws you a brick. That's late fees. And the math gets disgusting fast. Text debt plus text interest plus text late fees equals text financial boss fight. You miss one payment. Suddenly your money starts multiplying negatively. At this point, your bank account isn't even a bank account anymore. It's a crime scene. 4. The transport paradox. People think owning a car is expensive. And yes, it is. But you know what else is expensive? Not owning one. Because when you're broke, you pay daily transport, daily bike rides, daily taxi costs, daily stress. And the worst part, you waste time. Hours waiting, hours trekking, hours standing like a confused NPC by the roadside. And time is money. So the equation becomes text transport cost plus text lost time equals text hidden expense. Rich people spend money to save time. Poor people spend time because they can't save money. That line alone deserves dramatic background music. 5. Bad food is secretly expensive. When you're broke, healthy food starts looking like luxury fashion. Salad, organic chicken, fresh foods. Brother, people are trying to survive, so cheap processed food wins. But here's the evil part. Cheap food creates expensive problems later. Low energy, poor health, medical bills, stress, fatigue. You save money today and pay for it tomorrow. That's why instant noodles feel cheap until your body starts sending warning notifications. Your organs be like, update required immediately. Even sleep suffers. Because financial stress plus bad food equals emotional damage. 6. The looking rich trap. This one destroys people financially. Trying to look rich is one of the fastest ways to stay broke. Because broke people often buy status, while rich people buy assets. One person buys designer shoes with their last money. Another person buys boring investments nobody claps for. Guess who wins? Long term. The quiet guy with ugly sandals and peace of mind. Social media made this worse. Now everyone feels pressure to look successful 24/7. People are financing lifestyles they can't emotionally afford. Meanwhile, the truly rich guy is wearing the same t-shirt for the 4th year in a row. And somehow, he owns 3 houses. Life is disrespectful. 7. The broke tax nobody talks about. The biggest cost of being broke isn't even money. It's mental energy. Being broke forces you to calculate everything. Can I afford this? What bill can wait? If I buy food now, can I survive till Friday? Can my account handle this transaction emotionally? That constant stress drains your brain. And exhausted people make worse decisions, which creates more financial problems, which creates more stress, which creates more bad decisions. Congratulations. You unlocked the infinite suffering loop. So yeah, being broke isn't just having less money. It's paying more for almost everything. More stress, more fees, more replacements, more wasted time, more bad options. The system punishes people for not already having money. And once you see the math, you can never unsee it. Because the real flex isn't looking rich. It's escaping the traps designed to keep you broke forever. And honestly, that might be the hardest math problem of all.